We're back. Boom, boom. We're back again after the conversation upstairs. We're playing a game of chess, which I've been looking forward to. We had a lot of practice one before. This is a real one, so I'm very much looking forward to it.
Fantastic, man.
Good luck, my brother. Good luck, yeah? Okay.
That's you on the clock. Gotta hit you with something sharp.
He's gonna make a 30-second win. This is much more real than whatever we did before because this is more like you're paying attention, which is not good.
This is from my old repertoire.
Okay.
I've changed up what I play, but yeah, recently I've changed up what I play thanks to Mr. Sambaya, who's teaching it.
Oh yeah, you mentioned it during the conversation, like the technique that he was showing you. Like the openings. Openings are always like weird, right? Because it's like you never know, right? Especially as a beginner, you never know what you're doing. You just know that okay, and let me not try fuck up.
That would be the plan.
That would be the best strategy going forward, right?
Yeah, I mean, openings are. Beginners really fixate on openings. I'm definitely somebody who has fixated on openings for a while. I don't think that all of the fixation on openings is bad inherently. For one core reason, that if you can get into a game that you're comfortable with, into a middle game that you're comfortable with, or into a position that you are familiar with, then you should absolutely play like that. Because it's very helpful.
Yeah.
It's very nice to be able to play a position that you know. And that's just, that's universal. But a lot of people consider
openings too much. They just spend way too much time on.
Well, yeah, they look at openings and think them to be the way to improve. But unfortunately, that isn't necessarily true. It's a whole world of so many different diverse aspects of the lovely game that we play.
How much of chess is calculation? How much of chess is just instinct? You're just playing right now.
This is quite an interesting conversation. As of how much is calculation, a huge chunk of it is about calculation. But the real question is that I was listening to a podcast on recently was, is chess 99% tactics? So basically anything like tactical. Sorry, being silly. Is chess just about tactics, practically? And it's quite interesting to consider, like, as a factor.
So when you say tactics, you mean just like, okay, I'm gonna do. It's like the Queen's Gambit opening or something. That's a tactic.
Well, no. So tactics would be like small strings of moves that you use to create an advantage. That's the best.
If I do this, they'll do this. If I do that, they'll do that.
More or less.
Yeah.
And so it's quite an interesting thing to consider how much of the game
is tactics.
Is actually tactical.
Yeah.
That would be the most stupid move of my life, talking about tactics. Yeah, it's really fascinating to consider. Yeah, I'll send you a link to this podcast actually about is chess 99% tactics. It's a very interesting take, just basically trying to consider how much of the game is just about who's better at figuring out the sequences. Of course, we know that's not 100% of the game.
matter. When you castle, is it like that?
So you do, it's 2 squares in whichever direction with your king, and then your rook over. So for example, if you're castling long, it would be, you can't castle long because you'd be castling into check.
Okay.
You also can't castle through check. You could castle short in this position. So it'd be 2 squares over to G1, and then your rook to F1.
Okay, no. Nee, I'm okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Are you sure about that one, my friend? I'll give you a take back if you want.
Go on, take it.
No, take the move. It's one of the things. Are you considering what I'm going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was, and I realised that it was a bit too...
Well, like, what would my next move be if you played that?
Obviously to take it.
Yeah, and it comes with the check as well. Okay, so king's coming out. How do I want to deal with that? Well, let me first... Let's go with check. So that, for example, is a tactic.
Because now you're obviously attacking that to get that to get that.
Yeah. So I'm checking it with my rook. This is called a discovered check. So basically, when you reveal a check by moving one piece, revealing an attack on your opponent's king with another, and it means that basically I get a free move.
Yes, because now I have to defend that while you be able to take that piece.
Yeah, you have to defend from the check while I'm also able to do something else. So. Yeah, it's a difficult position.
It is, because you want to make the best move out of it. If you're going to lose a piece, fine. But like, I don't want to lose a piece and then also put myself in a bad position afterwards.
So you have to consider what's the best way for you to either block the check or to move away from the check or whatever it may be. It's not easy.
Not easy at all. Let's do that.
Wait, but here I don't even think I have to take. Check.
Nice.
Check, and I believe...
No ways, mate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. I can't move there?
No, you can move there. Got summon. Believe we're coming up to it. Yeah.
No, I can't do that. That was here? Oh, wow. Is that check?
It's checkmate.
No way. That was fucking good, dude. That was crazy.
Well played, my friend.